Hey there and welcome. So today we're going to dive into something we use literally every single day, the English present tense. Now, you might think it's all about what's happening right this second, but oh, it's so much more than that. The English present tense has some surprising secrets up its sleeve. We use it for habits, for facts that never change, and believe it or not, even for the future. So, let's get into it. So, let me just ask you straight up. What are you doing right now? Come on, think about it. Maybe you're watching this, maybe you're drinking some coffee, or maybe you're listening to this while you get some work done. Just think for a second about how you'd answer that question. Okay, got your answer? Well, whatever you said, you just used one of the four, yep, you heard me, four present tenses we have in English. Each one has a really specific job, and today we're going to unpack exactly what they are and, more importantly, when to use them. Right, let's start with the two most common forms, the ones you see all the time, the simple present and the present continuous. Think of these as the absolute cornerstones for talking about anything happening in the present. First up, the simple present. The structure is, well, it's simple. It's just your subject plus the basic form of the verb. The only little twist you have to remember is adding an S or ES for he, she, or it. So, I walk, but she walks. Easy enough, right? So when do we actually use this thing? This is where it gets pretty interesting, because the simple present isn't always about now. We use it for habits, those regular things we do, like he visits us every Sunday. We use it for general truths, stuff that's always true, like the fact that Mercury and Venus don't have moons. And we even use it for the future when we're talking about fixed schedules, like the film festival begins tomorrow. Okay, let's move on to the next tool in our kit, the present continuous. This one has a super clear signature. You've got the verb to be, so is, am, or are, plus that classic ing ending on the main verb. You can spot it from a mile away. Now, this tense is our go-to for actions happening at the very moment we're speaking. Like right now, Vimala is talking on the phone. But it also covers temporary situations. Think about, my brother is studying law. I mean, he's not going to be a student forever, right? It's temporary. And, just like this simple present, this one can also point to the future for planned events. Let's look at a direct comparison just to make this crystal clear. Okay, here we have a habit, a routine. My mother cycles to work every morning. This is a general truth about her life. It's what she does. But here, Vimala is talking on the phone. The action is in progress right this second. It started and it hasn't finished yet. You see the difference? One is this kind of permanent routine, and the other is a temporary action that's happening now. So here's the key takeaway. If you remember one thing, remember this. Think of the simple present for things that are permanent or habits or facts, and think of the present continuous for things that are temporary or in progress right now. That distinction, that's everything. Okay, so just when you think you've got it all figured out, English loves to throw a curveball. Let's talk about a really important exception to that whole ing rule. For instance, does this sound right to you? I am knowing the answer? It probably sounds a little strange, right? And there's a really good reason for that. The reason that sounds so weird is because know is what we call a stative verb. These are verbs that describe a state of being, not an action. Think of emotions like love, thoughts like believe, or senses like see. And because they aren't really actions, we just don't usually put them in that continuous ing form. You wouldn't say, I am owning a car, you just say, I own a car. It's a state of being. All right, now let's get to our final two present tenses. And these are so powerful because they act like a bridge, connecting something that happened in the past all the way to the present moment. Next up, the present perfect. The formula for this one is your subject plus have or has, and then the past participle. That's the third form of a verb, like go, went, gone, or write, wrote, written. For example, Saeed has written a memoir. So why do we use this? Well, it's perfect for talking about past actions that have a result right now. If she has just arrived, the result is she's here. It's also great for life experiences where the exact time isn't really important. Like, I have read War and Peace. And crucially, we use it for actions that started in the past and are still true. Like, I have worked here since 2015. And that brings us to our fourth and final present tense, the present perfect continuous. This one adds a couple of key ingredients to the mix, been and that ing verb form. So it's subject plus have or has plus been plus the verb with ing. This tense is all about duration. It's what we use to really stress how long something has been happening, like he has been making films for 20 years. And it's fantastic for explaining a present situation. If someone asks why you're out of breath, you can say, I have been running. The running itself is over, but the results, the panting, is happening right now. So, how in the world do you choose between these last two? Well, the key is to think about your focus. The present perfect focuses on the result. She has written a memoir, tells us the book is done, it's complete. But the present perfect continuous, that focuses on the activity. She has been writing a memoir, tells us all about the process, and hey, that process might not even be finished yet. And there you have it, 4 really powerful tenses that make up your complete toolkit for talking about, well, everything to do with the present. Okay, let's put it all together one last time. Simple present, that's for your facts and habits. Present continuous, that's for what's happening right now. Present perfect connects a past action to a present result. And the present perfect continuous, that's to emphasize the duration of an action. Think of this as your personal cheat sheet.
So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. After everything we've covered, just start paying attention to how you and the people around you talk today. How are you going to use your full present tense toolkit? I promise the way you think about the now will never be quite the same. Thanks for hanging out with me.